If I told you that Tesla's biggest threat isn't from legacy car makers, but from a tech brand that used to make smartphones? Yes, the Xiaomi YU7 has just entered the EV ring, and it's not just competing, it's disrupting. From high-tech features to shockingly low prices, it's challenging everything we thought we knew about the Tesla Model Y. So, is this the final blow to Tesla's dominance? Or just the beginning of a new electric war? Just when everyone thought Tesla had fully secured its place as the leader in the electric vehicle market, a new name has entered the scene: Xiaomi. Known for smartphones and smart home devices, Xiaomi is now going head-to-head with Tesla in a way no one expected. Their first EV, the Xiaomi YU7, is a direct competitor to the Tesla Model Y. And surprisingly, it's not just hype. This new car is seriously challenging Tesla's dominance. Let's break it down, starting with design. At first glance, both the Tesla Model Y and Xiaomi YU7 share that clean, modern EV look. But if you take a closer look, the Xiaomi YU7 feels a bit sharper and more futuristic. It has a slightly more aggressive front fascia, flush door handles, and a minimalistic rear that almost feels like a concept car. On the other hand, the Model Y stays true to Tesla's well-known style: simple, smooth, and familiar. In a world that's used to seeing Teslas on the road, the YU7 simply looks fresher. Now let's move inside. Interior experience matters more than ever, and Xiaomi clearly understood that. The YU7 comes with a giant floating display, similar to what you'd see on high-end smartphones. Everything from music, maps, climate, and even AI integration is controlled from there. It's powered by Xiaomi's own HyperOS system, the same system used across their smartphones, TVs, and tablets, creating a seamless ecosystem if you already use their devices. Tesla's Model Y, on the other hand, keeps it super clean. One central touchscreen runs everything, and there are almost no physical buttons. It's still very functional, but some users feel that it's too minimal. There's also the question of learning curve. New Tesla users often say it takes time to figure out the controls. Xiaomi offers a more traditional mix of tech and accessibility, especially for users familiar with smartphones. Now, let's talk range and performance. This is where EV buyers make their real decisions. The Tesla Model Y has a strong track record. It offers around 330 miles, 530 kilometers of range for the long-range version, and can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just about 4.8 seconds. That's impressive and proven. Xiaomi's YU7, on the other hand, delivers around 500 to 660 kilometers of range, depending on the version. In real-world driving, this makes it very competitive. Acceleration is quick too. Some versions promise 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in under 5 seconds. These numbers put it squarely in Tesla territory. But the interesting part? Xiaomi achieves this using BYD's Blade battery and a Xiaomi-developed hyper engine, meaning they're not relying on someone else's full tech stack. The most surprising part comes in pricing. The Xiaomi YU7 starts at nearly half the price of a Model Y in some markets. That's huge. It means that for the first time, customers can get a premium-looking, high-performing EV without paying the premium Tesla price. Tesla's pricing has been criticized recently for being inconsistent, especially with various price cuts and hikes. Xiaomi has entered the market with clarity and confidence on price. Let's not forget the software side. Tesla is known for its over-the-air updates and advanced driver assistance features like autopilot and full self-driving (FSD). Xiaomi isn't quite at that level yet. While they do offer a level 2 autonomous system, it's still under development and region-specific. However, Xiaomi is focusing heavily on AI integration, smart home compatibility, and ecosystem syncing, things Tesla doesn't focus on as much. Charging infrastructure is another big topic. Tesla has the advantage here. Its supercharger network is unmatched in terms of reach and reliability. Xiaomi doesn't have its own charging network, but instead relies on public stations and partnerships. This could be a limitation for some buyers, especially those who want a seamless long-distance travel experience. So who's this car really for? The Xiaomi YU7 feels like a perfect choice for young, tech-savvy buyers who already use Xiaomi's ecosystem and want a good EV at a lower price point. It's modern, stylish, and full of smart features. Meanwhile, the Tesla Model Y is better suited for those who want a proven EV with long-term software support, access to Tesla's charging network, and resale value. And that brings us to brand reputation. Tesla has spent over a decade building its brand. It's a status symbol in many countries, and people trust it because it's been tested. Xiaomi, while trusted in the tech world, is still a newcomer in cars. It will take time for people to trust Xiaomi vehicles the same way they trust Tesla. But something has clearly shifted. The Xiaomi YU7 isn't just another EV. It's the first serious consumer electronics company that's entered the EV market with a complete, polished, and affordable product. And it's already making Tesla adjust its pricing and roadmap in response. As we look ahead, it's clear that the EV space is no longer a one-player game. New competitors are not only catching up, some are even setting new standards. And the battle between the Tesla Model Y and Xiaomi YU7 is just the beginning. One thing was clear: the Xiaomi YU7 is forcing Tesla to rethink its strategy. And that alone is a sign of real competition. Tesla is no longer just fighting against traditional car brands like Ford or Volkswagen. Now it's facing off against fast, innovative tech companies like Xiaomi that understand software, hardware, and user behavior all at once. What's really interesting is how quickly Xiaomi is planning to scale. While Tesla spent years building factories and perfecting logistics, Xiaomi already has strong manufacturing partners. In China, the company has entered this market with full confidence and clarity. The pricing is sharp, the design is polished, and most importantly, it doesn't feel like a first attempt. It feels like a well-thought-out EV that's built for the modern customer. And that's where the pressure comes in. For the first time in a long while, Tesla is being challenged not just on performance, but on value. The Model Y, although still a fantastic vehicle, is starting to feel expensive when a car like the YU7 gives you similar range, power, and smarter integration at a much lower price. Buyers begin to ask tough questions. Another angle to consider is how people live with these cars daily. Tesla's experience has been mostly car-first. Driving, acceleration, charging, it's all built around the driving experience. Xiaomi is approaching the EV from the other side, the tech-first angle. Their car feels like an extension of your phone, your home, your digital life. That's a very different approach, and one that could appeal more to younger buyers who see a car less as a machine and more as a device. But this doesn't mean Tesla is finished. Not even close. Tesla still has a global head start, loyal customers, and ongoing improvements with their software, full self-driving FSD, and energy ecosystem. However, what Xiaomi has done is wake the market up. They've proven that EVs don't need to be premium only. They can be fast, connected, smart, and still affordable. So what does this all mean for customers like you? It means more choice, better prices, smarter features, and hopefully faster innovation. Tesla will need to respond, maybe with price cuts, maybe with feature improvements, or maybe with an entirely new product line for budget buyers. Xiaomi will continue refining its car tech, especially in global markets. And other tech companies like Huawei, Apple, or even Sony might follow the same path. We're no longer in the early days of EVs. We're in the beginning of the smart EV war, where cars aren't just about driving, they're about syncing with your life. If the Xiaomi YU7 is the first punch, it's a strong one. And Tesla now has to decide to defend its position or innovate even faster. The road ahead for electric vehicles is changing fast. If you're thinking about buying an EV, now is the time to pay attention. Brands like Xiaomi are making big moves, giving you better features at lower prices. Don't just follow what's familiar. Look deeper, compare, smart, and choose a car that fits not just your garage, but your entire life. The future of driving isn't just electric, it's intelligent.